Dear colleagues, partners, amid the dire humanitarian needs and challenging operational environment in Sudan, it is crucial that we, as humanitarian personnel, uphold the humanitarian values as we work to meet the needs of the most vulnerable people. Among the most abhorrent forms of gender-based violence in emergencies are acts of exploitation and abuse committed by humanitarian workers, individuals entrusted with the responsibility to deliver life-saving assistance. Such violations betray the very principles of humanity and protection that our work is founded upon and must be unequivocally condemned and addressed. Sexual exploitation and abuse have no place in our operation. I cannot stress enough that sexual exploitation and abuse destroys the trust that communities have in the humanitarian and development sector and undermines the fundamental tenet to do no harm. The recent Sexual Exploitation and Abuse Risk Overview Index update assessed Sudan as 6th out of the 34 countries most at risk. This should be a wake-up call that recipients of aid in Sudan are at heightened risk of sexual exploitation and abuse by aid workers. At a time when we are collectively working to scale up our operations to deliver assistance to communities at risk of famine, to address new displacement, and to mobilize resources, we are under increasing scrutiny and must rigorously uphold our professional standards and principles. All UN staff and affiliated personnel, including suppliers, subcontractors, and other personnel working through an employment agency, are obligated to uphold UN standards of conduct. Failure to comply and to report may be grounds for disciplinary measures, including termination or dismissal. Each one of us plays a critical role in creating an environment that prevents sexual misconduct. I call upon all humanitarians to use the confidential mechanisms that we have in place to report any allegations and misconduct. Let us abide by our commitments to zero tolerance of sexual exploitation and abuse in Sudan. Thank you.